Hi, I'm Mimi from Gaia Blooming, and I will be walking you through some information, some guidance for Jupiter and Leo through all the sun and rising signs. So, really quick, Leo is the sign of the heart and the inner child and creativity and love and romance. So we have that energy, and coming into that is the planet Jupiter. Jupiter's all about expansion and an open mind, big picture perspective, infinite possibilities and abundance and grace. Actually, in Kabbalah, Jupiter is all about mercy, and mercy is the unconditional grace of God. So we are bringing this unconditional grace of God to this sign that's all about the heart. I think the key for all of this is going to be staying in the heart and not the ego. If Leo is not in the heart, it's in the ego. So this is going to be open mind meets open heart. So let's just dive in. For Leo, this is going to be your first house. The first house is the house of I am. So who are you? This is going to be expanding your idea of who you are, expanding the way you show up in the world. So every day you could just do that little I am exercise that I love. I am a lover. I am a lion tamer. I am a cosmic explorer. Expand your vision of who you are and allow that to come into this world from your heart. Virgo, this is going to be your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of karma and surrender and faith. So this is going to be a time where looking at your karma that you've, brought in this life, look at the experience that you've gone through and see from a big picture perspective how this has brought grace, mercy, healing, wisdom into your life, and really connecting into your intuition to follow this flow of karma, to fall into surrender of where you're meant to be, understanding that it may not look like it's supposed to right now, but it's coming. Because, in a year, when Jupiter shifts into your sign, you're going to be blooming. So you need to go through these lessons to bloom. Libra, this is going to be the 11th house for you, and the 11th house is the house of your friendships, community, and being of service. So this is a great time to expand in your friendships, and really, do you care about your friends from your heart? Or are they your friends because, you've always known them, it looks good, whatever? Connect with people from the heart. Grow in community, people who really can open your mind, open up your world. And speaking of mind and community, the divine mind. I always look at the 11th house as the divine mind. So meditation is going to be amazing, and allowing the divine mind, this higher consciousness that's out here, to come infiltrate so you can be of service, sharing that with your people. Because Libra, I know you love to talk. So by letting this wisdom come in, you're going to be of service just by being yourself. Pretty amazing. All right, Scorpio, this is your 10th house, the house of career, legacy, reputation. So this is going to be expanding for you. I think the key with this is, again, don't fall into that place of ego with this expansion. Instead, rather, am I coming from my heart? Am I doing what I love and sharing what I love with the world? And let that expand. And I think it's also remembering, ego goes for numbers. How many numbers am I touching? But the heart is like, how am I touching the people? Come from that place in your career, and also look at that with your reputation. Really be true to your heart. Don't fall into the place like, oh, this is what people want to hear, want to see, or want my job to be, and so that's ego. You don't need to go there. Remember to come from the heart, and it's going to expand for you. And I think also with that, hold infinite possibilities for your career. If there's a career you want to go into, call in this Jupiter energy. Allow those infinite possibilities to open up your world for you. Sagittarius, this is our 9th house. The 9th house is the Sagittarius house. So we are going to be so Sagittarius this year. This is the house of travel, higher education, infinite possibilities, and believing. I wanted to show you, I'm wearing a shirt. It says believe. This is for us this year. Believe. Hold space for infinite possibilities. Your life may not quite be where you want it to be yet, Sagittarius, but these things are all expanding for us. Hold strong in your optimism and hold strong in your heart. Let that open mind meet your open heart. All right, so Capricorn, you are going to be going through your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of transformation, phoenixing, power, boundaries. And you guys are really going through this lesson right now because you have Pluto, the planet that rules the 8th house. You have that in your sign. So you've really been going through this transformation already. So you've got this. You know what it is. I think with this, stay in your heart. Allow this energy to transform your heart. Allow this energy to bring forward your inner child. And, open your mind to new possibilities that maybe that you haven't thought about with this transformation, about where you're going in your life and how you're stepping into your power. Aquarius, this is your 7th house, the house of relationships and balance and beauty. And I think the key for you with this is going to be learning to love yourself and seeing the beauty of yourself, and then allowing that to translate into all your other relationships. Expand in your love for yourself. Heart-centered love, not the ego-centered love, heart-centered love, and your personal truth, and owning that and letting that open, and then just seeing what kind of relationships you bring in from that place of really truly loving yourself and seeing yourself as this beautiful divine creature that you are. Pisces, this is your 6th house. The 6th house is the house of healing and your daily reality and health. And so with Pisces, if there's anything in your life that needs healing, or anything in your life that you're not happy with that's, part of your reality, call in this energy of infinite possibilities. Call in infinite possibilities. It's miraculous. Call in this grace, this unconditional love of the divine, and call that in for healing for you and see what happens. Meanwhile, this is a great time to, maybe learn some things about natural healing, about health and raw foods, or, vegetables, and one of my favorite things, essential oils and healing with plants. Expand your knowledge, expand your view on what it means to be healthy and how to go about having health. Aries, 5th house. So this is like that double Leo energy. The 5th house is the house of love, creativity, the heart, romance. So if you are wanting some romance in your life, this is going to be a really great time to enhance it. If you're wanting to be more creative, allow yourself to create over this next year. Even if you've never been creative, maybe give yourself a chance to be creative. Allow your inner child to come out and play and experience, and just remember to be heart-centered. Again, this is going to be a fire sign, so there might be the tendency to be reactive, like that inner child can get reactive. Always come back to the place of the heart and see how that allows you to bring your inner child truth forward and your creative truth forward. Taurus, this is your 4th house. So this is the house of home, family, foundation, feelings, security. And so, I don't know. I think Jupiter in your 4th house, what a great time to move. If you've been thinking about moving into a different place, a bigger house, a place that resonates with you more, this may be a really great year to set those wheels in motion. Or if you've been thinking about having a family or connecting with your family, or maybe, even just understanding that family is not just blood, and allowing people that are not blood to be part of your family, this is the time to do it. It's also a time to let yourself feel what's going on. Feel this expansion. Taurus, you guys love growth. So allow this expansion. I'm going to remind you again with all of this, with the feelings and everything, come back to the heart. The ego is definitely going to be there for all of us during this. And we all just need to keep refocusing on the heart and finding our own personal truth there. Gemini, this is your 3rd house. This is also your home house. 3rd house, communication and thinking. So your communication is just going to be, highlighted. This is going to be a great time to put yourself out there. If you feel like you have a message for the world, put it out there. Let it come from your heart and put those words out there. Say what you are thinking. Allow your words to come into the world wholeheartedly. And then Cancer, this is your 2nd house. So the 2nd house is the house of value and talent and prosperity. So Jupiter is going to be just asking you, show off your talents, bring them out to the world, do it with heart, bring forward your talents and creativity with heart and allow the world to see. And I think the more heart-centered talent you bring to the world, the more prosperity that you're going to be bringing in accordance. So, this is a really fast overview of what you're going to be going through. Check out your sun and rising sign. Listen to both of those because those will both be your lessons. But if you want a more expansive look at what it's going to be in your specific chart, come book a reading with me and I would be happy to tell you what Jupiter in Leo is going to be like for you over this next year. So thank you for joining me and enjoy this incredible experience. Namaste.